This episode of The Fit Life is brought to you by the Stat Fitness Station. The station is a convenient travel case designed with those individuals in mind who are trying to live a healthier lifestyle. Keeps everything you need right at your fingertips in a convenient case. Go pick one up today by visiting statfitness.com. That's stat, S-T-A-T, fitness.com.
Are you ready?
Here we go.
Welcome to The Fit Life
With Holla and Justice.
Say what?
Welcome, people. We are back. Please forgive the long hiatus. If you've been listening to Say What Radio, you know that I've been explaining what has been going on. Got your girl, Justice, here with the lovely and, as always, globetrotting Jay Holla.
Oh, I'm lovely tonight.
I'm sure you are. Still traveling by chauffeur, I'm sure.
I am actually rolling through Indianapolis right now. Just got off a plane.
Literally just got off a plane. We're still doing the show. Now, again, if you have not been listening to Sarah Radio, I apologize for that. We did record a show for you guys last month and the month before. Well, I'm sorry, last month. I'm sorry. That was my fault. Like, we literally did a freaking awesome show. But I had just taken some medicine, and the medicine made me woozy, and I did not realize my mic was muted the entire time. So you can hear Jay, but it sounds like he's talking to himself. So, yeah.
Cannot make this stuff up, people.
Oh, man. But we're back. Basically, we want to go over a few things with you as usual. This is about, as the intro said, this is a fit life, and it is about empowering you with the tools to have a better lifestyle, be that mentally, physically, spiritually, whatever. We're a holistic approach to this, because being fit does not necessarily mean physically fit or abs, quads, biceps. It is a state of mind.
I honestly think that, and we can touch on this on another show, but I honestly think that the field of personal training as a career is a dying field. It's a dying skill set. And in my modest and most humbled opinion. But yeah, we can touch on that on another show, because people are wanting more. Like you said, they're looking for a more holistic approach. And the gym does not solve all your problems.
No, it doesn't. I really think that it's a starting point for most people, but because people are coming into it with this naive or just uneducated view of it, they don't realize that it's just a starting point. For some people, it can be an end-all, be-all, but it is kind of limiting yourself when you see it that way.
Right. No, I totally agree. And with the way that technology is going, the way that people want to live their lives, people don't want to pay high-end memberships, and they want more. Society has trained and conditioned us to think that happiness is, like you said, like abs, quads, small waistline, big muscles, or whatever. And I mean, if you want that, you got to put in the work. And
yes.
A lot of people, when they see how much work it takes, that's not what you really want.
Yeah, I mean, you can, for those people who do have all of that, like, more power to you. That shit is ridiculous. But
we're not knocking you at all. So, we're not bashing you guys for, doing your thing in the gym.
No,
that takes dedication and commitment.
In no way, shape, or form are we doing that. But it's honestly the real reason why those people are kind of seen as superhuman or put on a pedestal, because that shit takes immediate, emasculate, and just, Jedi-like focus to be that type of person and to do that type of sculpting of your body. It's not something that, well, I mean, some people do that, but for the most part, about 99.8% of people have to put in like ridiculous amounts of work to be able to look like that. Some people can drink a protein shake and they go, oh shit, I got abs. But that's not majority of humans. So, it's very true.
Oh man.
It,
Yeah, that's it's very, very, very true. I'm actually, yeah, man. I mean, it's challenging, like the dedication, the consistency, even to get like a 30-minute workout. Like, it not even a workout, the nutrition phase, but yeah, we'll touch on that later. Um, Another crazy thing about just, and you talk about dedication or whatever, you know, some people feel that they're going to find their soulmate in the gym, you know. So
they kind of see it as, Tinder in corporeal form for the most part. It's like, no, please swipe left on that. This is not what we're doing, people. People are there for this, most people are there. I would say about 80% of the people in the gym are there to actually work out. It's their therapy. It's their church.
Right.
It's how they meditate. It's them at that point.
Right.
About 20% or so are there trying to find a husband or a wife. Maybe both.
Oh yeah, because it it does go both ways, people. It does go both ways.
Yeah.
But what about your story? You was telling me about something like one of the groups you were in, and
Yes.
one of the girls was upset.
So I we talked about this previously, where finding your tribe or whatnot. But I am in a group on one of the social media sites, and I hear a lot from these women about when they do go to the gym or when they do go to these fitness classes or whatever, about how the guys aren't checking for them, as they say. Specifically, one person, they had gone on a little rant, and I'm just like, okay, I'm here to get guidance and kind of like a sisterly bond of this fitness thing. I don't really give a damn about you not being able to find a man within your class, because she was just going like, well, I had been there for for the last year or something like that, and this little twig of a woman comes up and he's falling on over her and he doesn't even look at me. I'm like, okay, if he just looked right past you, he was never going to say anything to you. He never saw you like that, period. And if you saw him like that, you should have said something to him. That's one. But two, please don't.
I just got my Nike tights too.
And two, please don't rape anybody's time by sitting there going there. Like, I'm here to work out. Won't you date me? Didn't you just hear me? This was my church. This is my therapy. Now I got to give up my therapy session because you were trying to hit on such and such. No.
Right. And it
Focus on
it
the
comes
big picture,
across
people.
as an alternative motive too, because these people are in there trying to get their fitness on. They're trying to get church on and trying to get, their refuge on. And it's one thing if you meet somebody in that setting and you both have that same thing in common and you meet on a common ground. But when your sole purpose is to go to a gym, fitness class, boot camp, bar, whatever it is, looking for somebody else as an ulterior motive, you might as well just post a sign being like, yeah, I'm just here to find me a man or a woman, and after I get that, yeah, I'm probably going to do something else.
Yeah. And I'm pretty sure he was more attracted to that other person because he saw that she had a dedication or a flair or something for that fitness. But since the desperation from you, the whole praying mantis feel from you, yeah.
She was thirsty.
Yeah.
She was thirsty with a 64-gallon jug of water. She walked in. She's still thirsty.
Pull up, drank. Drank. It's like, man. But, I mean, I just saw that as...
real.
I just saw that that's another distraction from your endpoint, your goal, which is to be happier, be healthier. And I really think that was a cry for help in her for her necessarily. I didn't say that to her, but I thought about it later when she said it, because she's always the one who comes in, oh, I can't find this, or I can't find that. I think she's more upset or kind of disgruntled with where she's at in her fitness life, and she's blaming that on other stuff, if that makes sense.
Oh man, yeah. So she's not getting to the source of her real problem.
Yeah. So
which is being thirsty.
I don't know. I mean, I really had to. I felt bad, and I did go ahead and put that into the chat. I was like, ladies, I'm here for this. If this is what you guys are going to be talking about, I really have to, discontinue being in this group, because I need the support of being able to get up in the morning to be able to do this every day. Not if Carl texts me last night. I don't give a damn. Matter of fact, you know what? No, there is one dating app that I thought was really cute, and they're on social media. It's called Weights and Dates. So they put together like-minded people for that. So I thought, I told her about that. I was like, ma'am, if that's what you're looking for, do something like this. There you go, Weights and Dates. But please do not go to 24. Yeah, Weights and Dates.
That is interesting. I wish I could dive more into that, but I'm very my to dive into it for me.
So it's similar to Tinder. So it's people who of course have the app or whatever.
Oh, well, I don't know. You said Tinder.
Of course you don't. You're betrothed. So so it's similar to Tinder necessarily. What? Well, then again, you know about this better than anyone. Matter of fact, that you're speaking on it. That is exactly how you came in both with a like-minded goal or whatnot, but it wasn't to find anyone, and it just happened.
You're right. It actually did happen. We were I swore I was gonna be single for the rest of my life. I was like, too many in the game. Can't do it. And we were just friends. Really, she would tell me about all the horrible dates she was on, and it just kind of it sparked off as a neutral thing. Neither one of us was really looking to date anybody, and I was in a whole different state at the time. She wasn't open to date long distance at the time. And, one thing led to another. We just started talking. And, it was like, well, would you be open to? And she was like, yeah, you're cool, this could work, or whatever. Although there was a prerequisite. She was like, okay, if we're going to be serious, you have to be open to relocate to Florida. So, that was put on the table out front. Yeah, that was put on the table first and foremost. So, that wasn't, later down the line before anything got serious. She was like, look, this is what it is, and if you're not open to this, we can just be friends. But, it wasn't like, ooh, she looks good, although she does, either way. We were just two friends that started off that foundation, and it just started from there. It sprouted from there. It grew from there, which is awesome and amazing. I think that's how our relationships started.
Which is how a great foundation for a relationship. So when you're trying, especially if you're trying to find yourself in doing this fitness thing, if you end up just finding someone and you guys click on that level, and it's just like what Jay was saying, you just find each other, I understand. But if you're specifically going looking for that, you're basically doing the same thing as what you were doing when you were at an unhealthy place in your life. You're just trying to fill that void with something else. It's just a person this time. Please see that for what it is and not something else. Yeah, and that goes into our next topic, which is basically fitness for nutrition for the most part. And what I mean by that, I know that sounds like jibber jabber, but
fitness nutrition. What you talking about?
But nutrition is not just food. It's just like what we're saying. Nutrition does not mean that whatever you necessarily eat that goes through your stomach is just it. Nutrition is a
Right.
wide variety of things necessarily. It all comes back to what you feed into your body, mind, and soul.
Yep.
If all of those things don't come together, or at least, let's not say all three, but at least two. If you got one,
Right.
no.
I need you to stress a little more.
Little bit more.
Just kind of pushing it to. Let's go to two.
Please.
You don't have to give us all three, but let's work on two.
At
Two
least.
out of three ain't bad, but one out of three, you're not trying hard.
You not. But
like just like if you're fueling your body for fitness or whatever, like if you're going to try to run the Boston Marathon, I'm just throwing this out there. I don't know, but you wouldn't eat Pizza Hut, Burger King, and McDonald's getting ready for the Boston Marathon. That's just crazy. And if you do that and still run the Boston Marathon, you, sir or madam, are a monster. Hats off to you, but But back to the point. That's
crazy.
not
I'm gonna
healthy
just say
for your
you're
body.
crazy.
That's not. That's for
Jay's
your
too
body.
nice.
That's
You're
not healthy
crazy.
for your body. I was trying to be nice.
No,
The
Jay's
same thing
nice.
with relationships.
Yes.
Same thing with relationships. Because that person, that individual is filling what you need as a friend, significant other, even a family member. And I mean, it's all energy. Negative, positive, whatever. If you have that negative person around you, they're going to feed on you and feed on you and feed on you and feed on you. So you don't have any more. A good way to see and test this is if you're around a person and every time you leave that person, you're tired, you're lethargic, you're worn out. That's probably a toxic person. This person is probably always complaining about something, what somebody else hasn't done. And, it's no silver lining to them. It's always gray clouds. But if you have that friend or that aunt, that uncle, that cousin, even your sister or brother, that you can go without talking for 2 or 3 days or whatever, but when you talk to them, not only let them laugh, joke, you get off the phone, you ready to conquer the world. You forgot what you was pissed off about 3 hours ago. It don't even matter. That's a nurturing type of relationship. So if you're sitting here and listening to, damn, my best friend is a Debbie Downer. Well, looks like you need to find a best friend, unless you like misery, because misery does love company.
Amen.
So, but that's just another form of nutrition. It's not just food.
No.
It's not just food. It's what you watch. It's what you listen to. It's what you read. All of that goes into nurturing who you are. Now, you could be a toxic individual or you can be a nurturing individual. So are you going to be that person who poisons everybody else, or are you going to be that individual who nurtures everybody? Same thing with what you put in your body, what you put in your mind, what you read, what you listen to, who you hang out with. All of that falls under the category of nutrition.
And that ultimately goes into how you feel about life, your outlook, and how you're going to view this journey that you're on.
Right.
I remember, and I told this on the actual show that was not recorded because my mic was off. But someone had commented, because I was talking about how, Wonder Woman is such a great character and role model for so many people. And I myself, I always wear, or I always try to find workout gear that is, comics based in some way, shape, or form, or just kind of fantasy based. I actually found some Darth Vader leggings. I was like, holy shit, this is awesome. But, people are like, well, why would you do that? What for? And as a charm, I've always worn for years the Wonder Woman symbol. And someone commented on that, and they were like, well, why do you wear that? And I said, well, it's, my inspiration or whatnot. And they were like, why? And I just kind of looked at them kind of off, and I was like, so why do you wear your cross? And they looked at me like I had, stubbed my toe and shit on their face or something. It's just,
that's blasphemy.
It's blasphemous. Why wouldn't I wear the cross? The Bible says. I was like, that is a story from a book just like mine is. Where you get your inspiration from is where you get your inspiration from. It's just the way it is.
Got him. Let me find a Black Panther shirt to fit. I'll be living in the gym.
But I have always been so enamored with comics because this stuff, it shows you how, like we were saying before about those people who are kind of like almost superhuman because of the dedication, the trials and the tribulations that they go through to sculpt themselves into this. The same thing that I see from Wonder Woman. I see myself within her. I know some people will be like, well, what about Black Panther? Or what about Misty Knight? Yeah, those people are great for our Black community, and they are some badass characters. Yes, they are. But I identify more with Wonder Woman, not because she is more well known, but because basically she just sees life like, this is how it is. Why can't it be that way? This is broken. Let me fix it. If I can't do it, I'm gonna figure it the fuck out. That is pretty much why I identify with her more than I do anyone else.
And the crazy origin story, I mean, she had to leave her home.
Yeah.
And could not return. That's like all her sisters, her mother. Like,
yes. And still build a life.
But you can't come back.
Yep. And
I mean, whew.
It doesn't matter where you get your information, I said information. I'll be damned. Inspiration and motivation to do what you need to do for you to be happy. It does not matter. Your information either. Does not matter. As long as you feel that spark within yourself from whatever it is. I tell you what, I will never forget.
My info-spiration.
I hate you. I hate you. Hate you. But
carry on.
It will always sit with you no matter where you were the first time you saw or heard that Wonder Woman song now or Wonder Woman movie. It inspires you to do something. I don't care what it was. Not to be mean or anything. When is the last time something within this world did that to you? Honestly.
And you gotta give DC props because they can really screw up a live action.
Yes, they can. Oh, they can do the animated movies like nobody's business, but it's just the rest of them.
People like Wonder Woman. I was like, I don't know, man. It's live action.
Oh Lord, yes.
DC. I don't know.
But I have to give it up. They wrecked it. They killed it. They really, really did. Which is what we want you people to do for the rest of this week, for the rest of this month. We don't have very much left in July, so we want you to do that because when
whatever your infospiration is.
Shut out, infospiration. But you're going to be traveling. The summer's coming to an end. If you haven't done your traveling or whatnot yet, it's going to be a little hard to be able to stick to that. Just like Jay is out there traveling like Carmen Sandiego. He was saying earlier, it's been a little bit tough. It's going to be tough to always stick to that stuff.
I should do that. Side note, I should do that.
Wait. Even you haven't done it yet? I'm telling you, man, that's what you need to do on your IG. Where in the world is Jay today?
And I need a cool little jingle. Get somebody to write me a jingle. But anyway, back to the point.
No, you know what? I'll send you the Fit Life jingle, and you can just play that before each one. Fit Life, like taking a snap before right in front of like the state sign or some shit.
Right. I'm gonna do that. Y'all need to follow me on IG. Follow me on the gram to see where I'm at next.
Yeah, and you can always find him. It's JAIHOLLA. Holla.
Underscore. There's
I always forget the underscore.
Underscore. Yeah, most people do. It's fine. If you actually just search Jay, I should pop up. You can't miss me. But yeah, traveling. We get sidetracked. Sorry, we traveling and sticking to your consistent program. Um, I think one of the biggest things about traveling and sticking to a consistent program is like wanting to try the food in that particular place.
Ooh, Lord, don't get me started on that. You can't go to
I
like
think I
southern
think that's
states and not have southern food,
oh
man.
no, oh God, no, you can't.
It's just mean.
Just wrong. That's just wrong. And then you want to try everything because you're like, well, when am I going to be back? I'm never going to be back. So yes, give me the 3-meat plate. I want the 3-meat plate.
The 3-meat
I'm
plate.
not going to eat 4 pounds of meat. I'm not going to eat 4 pounds of meat, but I'm going to try.
Well, how about I'm not a quitter. I at least have to try.
I'm not a quitter.
Yes.
Oh man. Well, I think the nutrition thing for me is more challenging on the road now than the actual like getting in the workout because since I'm back on a consistent routine, like I don't care if it's like late and I haven't got my workout in, I'm going to get my workout in. Oh, but if there's like somewhere with some good bread, I don't know if I'm going to be able to put some bread to the side. So that's more challenging for me. So what me and Mrs. Holla do is she's a Yelp genius. I don't know if that's a thing, but she is one.
Guru.
She will plot out what's around, what we're going to be close to. She will pull up the menu so we can make our educated decision like before we get to the restaurant and before we even leave where we are, before we set foot in a restaurant, we're like, okay, how's it going down? Are we going to get something we can share? Are you going to do your thing? And am I going to do my thing? And if that's the case, can we get something that we're both going to eat so we can try? Are we going to do appetizers? Are we going to do dessert? So we have a game plan before we go in. So, like, you don't go in and you're like, oh, my God. Oh, yes. Give me one of those. Give me 3 of those. Give me 2 of those. So that has worked for us. And sometimes there are some moments where either her or I, sometimes more I than her, I'm like, okay, yeah, give me the chocolate chip cookie with ice cream and melted
And chocolate
fudge.
syrup.
And chocolate syrup. Chocolate syrup. But that, I mean, this is new foods. That's challenging. But that's one of the ways we tackle that for us. And I'm not one for like denying yourself. I mean, it's also a good thing to ask your server how big the portion size is. Because we were somewhere in Ohio. Oh my God, the dude brought out a dessert. It was a brownie, but it looked like a brick on somebody's building.
He said
we basically split. Yeah, that's how big the thing was. It was like a brick. We basically split that between like 5 people.
Oh wow!
I was like, if I ordered one of those for myself, I'd have to find some way to get my
1,100 calories for dessert.
But in the car, how many calories?
I'm just saying it's 1,100 calories.
Jen said it was probably 1,100 calories.
At least. At least.
I would have passed that at the table and been like, yo, y'all got to find me some way to get my big butt upstairs.
All I'm pitching is the great outdoors is him trying to finish the rest. The crumbs. No.
There was no finishing. That was something I'd be like, hey, I don't know you, but would you like some of this delicious dessert that I can't finish by myself? No, wouldn't have gone home. It's dangerous.
Yeah, I don't know how well it would have gone over with you trying to, just a random, dark, handsome black man just handing out free brownies. Don't know how well that would have gone over.
Yeah. 6'2", looking like a linebacker.
Yeah.
Went over well.
Free brownies. What? But I know some things aren't as easy, and this is one of them. So one of the things that I have been able to do in my traveling is pack for what I'm going to do. Like recently I went to Austin for the 4th of July week. Well, it turned into a week for me. And I packed, however many days I was going to be there, I actually packed all of my food and did kind of what you were saying, what Mrs. Holla did in planning out where I would go and lining up one cheat meal for me during that time because I still wanted to try the food.
Right.
And when I did, I wish
Especially
I hadn't
Austin.
tried it.
How do you go to Austin and not want to try the food?
Yeah, you have to. You have to.
That's a dangerous place to try food.
Yes, it is.
Dangerous in a good way.
But you still have to, I mean, because you can't limit yourself on every single thing, and you're not going to. You're setting yourself up for failure if you think that you can. Now, if you know superhuman people with, sculpted from clay with abs of concrete, yeah, they probably got better. But I'm just telling you. Yeah, I'm just telling you. The real deal. Real deal is you may falter, and I don't want you to beat yourself up over that. Drowning in a tub of Halo Top ice cream, telling me, well, at least it's got protein in it. No, it's just as bad as Blue Velvet. No.
And it's just, I mean, that's another thing. We'll probably touch on that on a different show too. But you're gonna slip. I mean, this isn't a quick fix thing. It's a lifestyle, And just because you slip doesn't mean you screwed up or you have to quit or you can throw all the hard work you've done to the wind. That's not what that means. It means you're human. It means you're living life. So, not splurging, not going overboard, but having a little something here and there is not going to be the end of the world.
Yes. And some tips and little tricks for that. Pack proteins, your protein supplements or any of the other supplements that you have, at least however many days you're going to be traveling, that will tide you over. And if you can, some of your snacks as well. This is only if you can. Now, of course, TSA will be looking at you crazy or whatnot. But please don't, make sure your shit got color to it, because I don't want you being pulled over for TSA because I think you got 10 pounds of crack cocaine or booger sugar up in your stuff.
It is challenging if you're just doing a carry-on, but if you're actually checking the bag, you can put your protein powder in your checked bag.
Yeah.
Just what's that little container you have?
Yes. Stat Fitness.
Showcasing on the ground.
Yes, I love this. Stat Fitness. It's STAT Fitness. If you can go to statfitness.com, or you can actually go on Amazon.com and search for Stat Fitness case. I love that little case because it comes with all the little containers. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's 8, 4 small, 4 big, of different size containers that allow you to carry your supplements with you. So that is another thing that I do. So I'll, like I said, it's 8. So I'll line them up for my pre-workouts, my supplements for post-workouts, and even like little snacks and whatnot within it. So I carry the post-workout, pre-workout, protein supplements, my actual like supplements like vitamin D and E and things like that, and some PB2 because that's my snack. So that is a really, really great case. If I'm not mistaken, they just I forget. Shit, I wish the show was on earlier. They just their sale just ended the case was like for $19.99 at that point. But if I'm not mistaken, it's still not much more than like $24.99 right now. So it's a few dollars more from the sale. But please go check them out. That is an awesome case, and it is so compact. My life would be crap without it, because I don't know how many times I was clanging around bottles sounding like a bag lady with all the stuff that I had. Clink, here comes Jaja.
Bag lady.
Yes.
You gonna miss your workout.
I can't. You know what? And on that note, I'm gonna just hang because I can't stand him. I can't stand him with his inspirational formation. I can't stand you. Can't stand you. But
You started it.
we want to thank you guys, as always, for tuning into the show. And please, please, please forgive us for being off. We are still here. You can always contact us on social media. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter,
And we want
as
to
well.
know what y'all want to hear about.
Yes, yes.
Well, I want
always.
to know what y'all want to hear about.
Tweet.
Like, I want to talk about fitness trackers. I want to talk about fitness trackers.
Oh,
So maybe
Lord.
we
Please don't
could
get
talk
started
about
on
fitness
those.
trackers on the show.
But yes, please talk to us, people. We are here. We are here for you. And our last show that we were on, that was almost as, I guess, one of our most heard tracks. Like the one when we came back, of course, that was very, very well liked, close to 600. The last one was over 300, and it is just like, thank you guys so much. As I said before, this is kind of like a brainchild of mine, and I love doing this. I love doing Say What Radio as well. But you have no idea what it's like to see something. Well, yes, you do, because you're doing the Fit Life. Yeah, you do. To see something in your mind and see it come to fruition. So yeah, you do know what it's like. But that's it's the same thing for me. So thank you for bringing me on your journey and allowing Jay and I to be there with you.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
Again,
Thank you.
we will catch back up on this schedule again. We will be on monthly, and most likely it will probably be a Monday or a Thursday.
Either Monday or Thursday. So put on your calendar either Monday or Thursday. Either or.
Yes. And we will shoot for the third week of the month from now on. We will shoot for that.
She getting all professional and structured and whatnot.
We will shoot for the third week of the month. Yes. We will try that.
And we will play Where in the World is Jay at?
Jay today. Yes.
Yeah, the third week of the month.
Thank you for tuning in. Catch us, well, not next week, but next time on the same bad time, same bad channel. Bye!
I bet that.
You're tuned in to The Fit Life with Jay and Justice.
Say what?